Okay, it's day 15, I think. I didn't check, but it's day 15 or 16. And on my training, and I actually where I'm sitting right now, I've already eaten. I figured out last night when I was making my eggs for my last meal, which I eat at 9 o'clock before I go to bed, which I should have gone to bed sooner than I did, but I didn't. But I took my two eggs scrambled, put them in a pan, and sprinkled them with a teaspoon or so of Parmesan. Just, not the really nice Parmesan, but the sprinkled Parmesan, and just enough to coat one side of the egg. So I put the egg in the pan, sprinkled one side with Parmesan, and just flipped it one time like a pancake. And it was really good because, one, there was just enough cheese taste to make it interesting, but it also almost made it sort of like a crust, so almost like a pan frittata or something like that. So I thought I'd share that with you. I thought that came out pretty nicely, and Parmesan for 2 teaspoons only has 2 grams of protein and 1 gram of fat, so that's pretty good. Measure it. Don't just like but make sure you measure. So I wanted to share that with you. And then the other thing that I wanted to encourage you with is the realization and the recognition for me is that I need help, and it's totally okay to recruit help. Not necessarily to get out of stuff that you should be doing. That's not what I mean. But there's just things that we don't have, we don't have a strength in, where other people, they are strong in, and you can ask them, and it's not a burden to them because it's something maybe easy for them or something enjoyable for them. For example, cooking is not my strong suit. I have not gotten my eating right once for this show according to plan since I've started. I just haven't. And Coach, if you're watching, which you're not because you're busy, I haven't. I've blown it. So you can, I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do with me because, yeah. Anyway, but I'm doing the best I can, and I'm getting my protein in, not the exact, kinds of protein. And again, remember, I'm doing a show, so it's different than anyone who's just eating solely for health. Granted, you'll look better getting protein, but you can substitute a little bit more easily than I can because I'm attempting to look a certain way for a one-day thing. So anyway, so I don't want you, just because I eat exact something doesn't mean that that would suit you. I don't want to confuse or burden anybody with the strictness of my plan. But anyway, I just want to encourage you to get help. Is early as probably in late 2000, I never had bought meat. I mean, I just didn't, and I know that seems crazy, but I didn't know how to buy meat. I wouldn't have never have been to a butcher counter. My mother bought it in packages as far as I knew. And so I had a friend meet me out in the grocery store and show me which kinds of meat to buy. I didn't know the difference between raudive, and you just ask. I mean, I really didn't. I mean, this is me as an adult. I had no clue. And yesterday was the first time I've bought salmon, or like a couple of days ago, because I have salmon on my meal plan. And I'm easily confused. I knew which one to get. I knew I wanted the wild versus the farm raised. And then, filet or this cut or that cut. I mean, I really didn't know, so I just picked it up. So, try it. It's going to be okay. But like I said, get help. Meet somebody. And again, I'm finally in the process of writing my book, but I started it totally stalled because it's just not my strong suit, editing and all that. So I just, was talking to some friends, and they were like, and their clients too, and they're like, oh, I would love to work on a project like that. It would give me a creative outlet. So for me, what I would consider tedious and not fun, they're all about it. So if you put something out there, watch what happens. I mean, people will show up to help you, and it won't be a burden on them because it may be something they really, really enjoy. It's not hard for them to do, and vice versa. It's something that's really easy for you to do, you may be able to give back to somebody else. So I guess that's what I really wanted to encourage you with is, if there's something you need or something you don't understand, put yourself out there, ask for help, and watch what happens. I mean, there are so many talented people around us who are capable of so many things. I mean, we really can only be good at a couple things. And so, be happy with the things that you're good at, and then get help with the things that you aren't. And that's really for me, because I don't get help very easily at all. So I just wanted to share that with you this morning, and I will talk to you tomorrow.